Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interestinglife.com. You're joining me on board my humble narrowboat home Tilly, and as you can see it's pretty dark on board at the minute. We've got all of the fairy lights on, and I tried to bike out here so I could do this review in the light, but as you can see I didn't quite make it. Anyway, on to the purpose of this video. We are here to talk about my experience using this. This is the 2014 Amazon Kindle. This is the latest version, or at least as I'm recording this video, this is the latest version, and this is the basic Kindle. And I've got to say, first of all, that I've absolutely loved it. So here we have it. The Kindle itself, as I've said in my unboxing, is a nice device. I think it's pretty decent. It's not too heavy. It's got some weight to it, but it doesn't feel too heavy for its size, and it's certainly not going to weigh you down if it's in your bag or anything like that. Looking around onto the back, what many people have pointed out, and I said in my unboxing, it's got a very plasticky feeling back on it, but I don't think that that's a serious problem at all personally. I think it's just one of those things, and I don't think that while I'm reading and lying in bed looking at this I'm thinking, oh, the back of this device isn't very nice. So I think personally the build quality is absolutely fine, felt very good in fact. On the bottom we've got the only sort of inputs, where you can see the charger there, and you've got your sleep wake button, so obviously you tap that to put it to sleep, as you would imagine, and then you tap that and swipe to unlock. There's one thing that many people have been saying in reviews and things on Amazon I noticed, is that half of the screen is used up with adverts on the one with adverts such as this. Now that is a disableable, I couldn't say that word, but you can disable that in the settings. So basically, go to settings, then as you can see here we've got device options. From device options, personalise your Kindle, and then on here, recommendations and offers. So you can see there it's set to off. If I put that on and then return home, just so that you can see now that half of the screen basically is now used up with adverts and things that they recommend rather than what I've actually got on the device. If we tap back, turn that off, and then return home, that's how you disable that thing, because that's probably going to be the first thing that most people who buy one of these will want to do. When it comes to actually reading and the quality of the screen, I've got absolutely no problems at all. I literally could not possibly fault it. There's absolutely, well, I've seen people be critical about it, and I just think it's a very low cost, low end Kindle or e-reader, whatever you want to call it. The images, as you can see here, once again, if we go to a narrowboat and a notebook, my latest book, if we go to the, let's have a look, go to the beginning and then swipe through to the cover, you can see there, looking at that, and this is a massive subliminal message and shameless plug here, but if you just have a look at that, considering that we're also filming this in relatively poor lighting conditions, I don't think there's much wrong with that image quality at all. Equally, to go through a book, you just tap to go forwards and backwards through the pages, and you can see that it refreshes pretty quickly. Again, it's probably quicker to tap than it is to turn a page, so no faults there. And if we just have ourselves a look here, and fetch this up again for a closer look, I really don't think that there's any major issue personally for me when I'm reading that. The resolution of that is absolutely fine. I'll just take this as a moment to show you a little bit about the menu when you're in a book. So as you've seen, you tap there to go forwards and tap there to go backwards. You've got your settings in general, so you can go straight to the Kindle shop, all these other bits and pieces and the normal settings, book description, about the author and so on. So we're not particularly interested in that. You've got share, which obviously we can't do because we're not connected to the internet. You've got go to, which is how you jump forwards and backwards to different parts of the book. And you've also got the search feature here, so we can fetch the keyboard up there. And if I type this in, please forgive my slow typing as I am not looking at this device head on. But you can see, typed in narrowboat there just for argument's sake, and then tap up there. You can see how quickly and responsive the keyboard is, and it's got sort of prediction and stuff in, so if you do make a few mistakes it certainly evens itself out and can come up with words such as narrowboat. As you can see, there's 44 mentions of the word narrowboat, as you would imagine, in a book entitled A Narrowboat and a Notebook. But again, those are just a few of the features, and obviously at any point you can jump home from that button there. Equally, if we, I don't know, if we have a look at the Grimm's Fairy Stories here, you can just tap and go through, and you can see just how quickly we've managed to jump in and out of books. All in all, it's absolutely fantastic. I thought that it was going to be up to my expectations as soon as I got it out of the box and started using it, and now that I've used it properly and done a good bit of reading on it, I can honestly say that it's just perfect. There's not much that you could add or take away. If you want a simple basic e-reader, then this is fantastic. And as I say, it's got obviously the backing of the mighty Amazon and all of their Kindle store, and you've got fantastic books available through... Oops, one of my lights just fell over. You've got fantastic books available such as A Narrowboat and a Notebook and The Narrowboat Lad from me, Dan Brown, so feel free to check those out. All in all, I'll post a link in the description for this on Amazon so you know exactly which one I'm talking about. Feel free to check out my other videos for life on a narrowboat and loads of fun and games outdoors. Also, feel free to add me personally on Facebook and Twitter and just generally get photos and updates from life on the canal, like the Facebook page, and of course check out my books for the Kindle. The Narrowboat Lad was the first one, so search Amazon or find all the links in the description, including a link to this model on Amazon. And until the next time, I suppose I will say, keep it book-worthy, have a fantastic day, and farewell.